Hi, good morning. How you all doing? Sarah here. I just thought I'd quickly jump on because the time is 8:10 and we have the full blue moon in Sagittarius reaching its peak in about half an hour, just over half an hour, 35 minutes. And I just wanted to share some ideas about collecting lunar water. So if you didn't put out your water last night, no worries. The energy of the full moon, is still very potent tonight. So all you have to do is get some spring water or some filtered tap water and put it in a jar and put it out under the energy of the full moon tonight. And that will infuse the water so that you can use it in rituals if that's your thing, or to just drink it and imbibe the energies of this rare moon. They don't come around very often, blue moons. It means that there's a full moon twice in the month. That's why it's called once in the blue moon is a phrase that means not very often. And so, yeah, last night I put out some, excuse me, morning frog. I put out some water and some plant cuttings. You can make essences under the lunar energy, so you can do it with the sun as well. But I wanted to make some to hold the energies of this blue moon, which kind of represents freedom, adventure, going on a quest, where our truth lies, inspiration. So it's all those things about starting or continuing even, that quest for freedom, that quest for inspiration, that quest for our truth. And I intend to use it in a medicine doll workshop that I'm doing in July, actually. So I just thought it would be a really nice essence for people to be able to put into their doll that they're making. And we're doing some ancestral dolls, so it would inspire some wisdom to come through from our ancestors. So what you do to make essences is you take your spring water or your filtered tap water, or from a spring, from a natural spring, or you can even buy a bottle of spring water from the supermarket if you don't have a spring to hand. And then if you live in a good area, an area that has pure, whatever that is, pure water coming out of your tap, which is pretty rare in the UK, you can use it straight from the tap as well. You take your water in a glass bowl and you use the plants that you wish to infuse the water with, the essence of that plant. Now, it's not like a tincture. You're not actually taking the oils from the plant. You're taking the essence, the spirit, the plant spirit from the plant, or at least it's imbuing its spirit into the water. So I have made some wormwood and mugwort water, and I put it out last night, and I'm going to make some more tonight as well. So I've got the 2 days either side of the 9, is it 9:45? So actually it's an hour, isn't it? It's an hour and a half that we've got the sort of fullest part of the moon. So both nights will be equally as potent. And what you do is you very carefully hold your bowl of water and snip the flowers, if you're using flowers, or the leaves straight into the water. So you're not actually touching it with your own hands, with your skin. You leave that out in the energy of the moon overnight. And it doesn't matter that it's cloudy. Yes, it's probably 100% more potent. It's 100% potent doing under a clear sky, but doing it under a clouded sky is 99% potent, if you like. So it doesn't matter if it's cloudy where you are, because sadly we've had beautiful weather this week, and of course last night and tonight it started raining. But the energy of the moon, you know, permeates through the clouds. You know, the tides of the sea don't change just because it's cloudy. So, you know, the moon still has that pull. So you don't have to worry about clouds anyway. So you leave it out overnight, you collect it in the morning, you strain it, not touching it with your hands, and not using anything metal to pick up the leaves either. So you can use wood, a wooden spoon or something to scoop out, as long as it's clean, you know, scoop out the leaves, and then you can pour that into a jug and then into your clean bottle, and that will be your mother essence. And then you mix a quantity of brandy, whiskey, vodka, you know, an 80% proof alcohol, which helps preserve it. And the quantities that you do are, I think it's 1 to 3. Yeah, at this point it's 1 to 3. So the alcohol is mixing with the water to preserve it, so you don't get bacteria breeding in it. And then that is your bottle of mother essence, and you can make a lot of subsequent bottles from that one mixture. And then when you want to dilute your mother essence, because it's a bit like, well, it's like homeopathy, you know, the more dilute it is, the stronger that the mixture becomes, and it still holds that essence of each of the plants or whatever it is that you're using. So then you make another water and alcohol mixture, and from the mother bottle you take a few drops with a pipette or something and transfer a few drops into this new solution, and that will infuse the whole of that new bottle. So from one mother bottle you can make, you know, almost endless bottles of essence. So you only have to do it once if you're using, you know, a particular energy, like today is that, you know, is a blue moon. So that bottle of blue moon lunar essence will make a vast number of further bottles, if that's what you want to do. Or you can just make you know, just one for yourself and keep it on a shelf and use it as you need. But so that's essences, and as I say, it's not the same as tinctures. It's the spirit of the plant rather than the physical oil of the plant that you're making the essence from. So yeah, I think we've seen the good weather for a few days, and yeah. Have a lovely Sunday. Speak to you all soon. Ciao for now.